First, the headlines: construction of prefabricated houses for internally displaced persons at Kwakta nearing completion. Remove barricades and bunkers from Fukakta Ikai by August 30, demands Kokomi. An indigenous people's organization, Manipur, urges state government to hold political dialogue with Revolutionary Organization of Manipur. Hello everyone, now you're watching Northeast Windows English Bulletin. This is SURBALA MAIREMBAM giving you the news in detail. Construction of prefabricated houses for internally displaced people at Kwakta Sericulture Training Center in Bishnupur district is nearing completion. Most of the repair works, including painting and flooring of training hall of already existing hostel quarter of the center, have also been completed. The construction of new prefabricated houses is currently taking place in full swing. It is said these houses will be completed in 2 to 3 days' time if there is no hindrance from the men at work. These houses are being constructed to accommodate displaced people from Churachandpur until their permanent settlement is arranged. Fencing of the houses have also been constructed for convenience of the people. Coordinating Committee on Manipur Integrity Kokomi has warned to removing the bunkers of Central Paramilitary Force at Fugaktau Ikai along with the public if they are not removed by August 30. A press release signed by Media Coordinator of Kokomi, Somarendra Thoksom, said security forces have been denying displaced Mighty people access to their houses burned down by Kuki militants. However, they have been acting as mute spectators when Kuki militants and their supporters burned down and looted and abandoned Mighty houses every now and then, Kokomi alleged. All these days, Mighty people have been bearing these atrocities and partisan attitude of the security forces, with the hope that the security forces would one day protect their homes. But now these atrocities has crossed all limits of tolerance. If the Mighty people are not given access to their homes by August 30, the displaced people would start moving to their homes villages soon, starting from Torbung Bangla, it said. Adding that the authorities concerned should bear responsibility for any untoward incident resulting thereof. Taking exception to the creation of buffer zone by Assam Rifles at different places, including Fugaktau Ikai, Sekmai, Palel, Kaithel Manbi and Litan, the Kokomi decried the Central Paramilitary Forces that have been preventing free movement of not only civilians but also state forces by citing these buffer zones. Law and order is a state subject and it should be handled by the state administration. At the same time, buffer zones are generally created in congested areas between two neighboring countries, it said. Denial of free movement of state forces has evoked a serious question on the center-state relationship. People now suspect a secret agenda of the government of India, Kokomi continued. It further alleged that while the government of India has been watching silently to the acts of war unleashed by immigrant narco-terrorists upon its own citizens, paramilitary forces have been providing logistic and physical support in their efforts to win favor from the central government and project themselves as Indian citizens. The Kukis even defied the sacred national anthem by singing it in the most inappropriate manner together with AR troops. The Kukis do not know how to sing the national anthem, nor do they have any idea about the established protocol of the national flag because they are not Indian citizens. It alleged legal action should be and would be initiated against all these incidents, Kokomi maintained. As part of campaigns lined up to be held at various places of the state, demanding political dialogue between the government and revolutionary groups of Manipur, Indigenous People Organization Manipur IPOM kicked off a program at Wangu Naudagong and Chadel Kunjau yesterday. The program was kicked off by IPOM in association with clubs and Maira Paibis of Chadel, Chadongpokpi, Tangzeng, Napat, Pangantabi, Kulakpat, Pombikok, Thawal Tabi, Lengang, Mangzing, Nungu, and Wangu Naudako. Various placards were on display at the event. Speaking about the movement, President of IPOM Advocate Yumnam Devadatta pointed out that The sudden attack by Kukis on Meiteis proves that the Meiteis are lagging behind in many factors. Properties of Meiteis have been destroyed and thousands of them are taking shelter at relief camps since the central paramilitary forces and law enforcement agencies are unable to protect them. David said it is due to this inability to protect Meiteis that the public has faith in the revolutionary groups to safeguard them. However, it is difficult for this group to stay amongst the public since the government does not hold talks with them. It is due to this that IPOM is carrying out the movement for the government to indulge in dialogue with these groups.
Asumna press program pe basida wila lobu singse sakara surrender to bidore kaina sanuku tai so we surrender to haibnate surrender to haibsiga dialogue haibsiga ab sathini khane political haibsiga khana di struggle to di lan sumna di amu lan lep amu sandi to na amu agreement to modana khara handugna ba ai interest khara thadugna raga ai magi film semna ba ai adum mehoron de ge haitar history de ge machine adum secure ga dum laabane Hojile film sida hanbada ikoi jahani hingmase ikoi landam sida tangduretan hingjabase masi an mathok tae aduna maroina masigi tangduretan hingjaba ngamnana bi dangtane ikoina sarkar ga alhoriba sing asigi marakida political dialogue tobiu nomekana ba lepiu ikoi fibam se hana sema mathok tae habisi jabade ge ikoina sigong program se thoksaban.
On the other hand, Esana Halaima, who attended the event, said the movement beginning today is a meaningful one and appealed to the government to have a dialogue with Meitei revolutionary groups at the earliest.
Ngasi bangthoi ba mifam sida indigenous people organization of Manipur IPOM na pukhalagli buafam se akoi mama amu oina yam thawak chang yauni yaning haitare akoi gi lainga ki mapu oi ba pabung biren da su haijaningi badi akoi gi yum thaduk tuna imale bak Manipur gi damak maitei akoi se kannana bu gi damak ta thokri ba isin inau sing isa sing se koklopi duna santi gi wari sanabiu makhoi bu akhaba achum kongthang da pu birak tun imale bak Manipur maitei haiba phurup se kan bangam hanbina ba gi political dialogue tong na biu haibo phamse sarkar da khoi thamjani.
United Political and Social Forum UPSF has expressed strong condemnation of the inconsistent attitude of the Indian government in resolving Manipur crisis. Addressing media at Manipur Press Club today, media coordinator of the forum, M. Robindro, came down heavily on the central government for remaining a mute spectator despite Kuki terrorists killing Meitei civilians and torching their houses since May 3rd. Both central and state government must work towards restoring peace and normalcy in the state, and that the central government should not be partial, he mentioned. There might even be a World War-like situation if the central forces are being partial by remaining silent when Kuki terrorists open fire at Meitei villages, while they act when the Meitei villages defense forces try to open fire in defense. Robindro maintained that even though Home Minister Amit Shah announced that the current violence is due to interference by outsiders, he has not taken up any concrete action till that. People have started questioning the government if they are nurturing foreign terrorists or planning to carry out an ethnic cleansing of the Meiteis, added Robindro. He appealed to all indigenous people of the state to stand united and wipe out chain Kukis from Manipur.
Singa tamga do ani pukai whether the separate individuals pira bra sigi sab sab wahung si ko jitore document official order thok ter su matu ko ko ina central government han thok la le ro se mo na bithok ter ta ra di chap ma do ye ye do le myam da ukta da thamsin da kan da ko pira bra ha ma ge understanding am tham kan da ko sigi do sa na la si ke sing dai abi da de Manipur da ye singi la bisha si ami sa si minister ko ra sa Manipur da si minister ani le ra ha si Sumba Noai Tabo Ayam Banks Uraba Togo with a tour later Dina, a quay Manipur, the Yiva, Kundam, the Riva, Yahomi, Umana, Mete, Pangal Sing, Mete Sing, and Tuganaga Sing, Lao Sing, I see the Gina saying, Yahu Mang, the Raba, Tupa, teaching Itareko. Quay Kumatu in a person that Gana, upon Bogishatam to guide upon the Muks, which is Sati Muximasi, Quay Yaknabuni and Katakata, Satarigula, Karimu, the Kandabado, the Napusin, the Masikilan, which I want to see that Carpe.
A cordon and search operation was conducted this morning around 4:30 at Kaino village in Bishnupur district. Searches were conducted at around 100 houses and more than 700 persons, both male and female, were verified. The operation was jointly conducted by a joint team of Bishnupur Police Commando, 2nd IRB and 128 CRPF under the joint supervision of Additional SP Law and Order and Additional SP Operation Bishnupur. However, no arrest was made during the operation. Lamjau Apunba Mairapaibi Loop and Peacekeeping and Protection Committee Lamjau jointly organized a one-day consultation program on the theme Khangminasi Ngasi Manipur Hayeng Nakaramba at Ima Panthoi Sanglen Lamjau Mayai Leka in Kokting District. President of Lamjau Apunba Mairapaibi Y Eveni, President of Peacekeeping and Protection Committee T.S. Ibomcha and Pradhan of Lamjau Gram Panchayat U Narjit graced the event as main dignitaries. Editor of Sanalebag Hemantukumar Nigombam, President of World Meitei Council Manipur, Unit U Kunjo, social activist Thongnauzam Brinda, and social activist Tingthongza Lanchai spoke as resource person at the program. State Health Department has detected increased cases of viral conjunctivitis, especially among school-going children in Manipur. State Program Officers of National Program for Control of Blindness and Visual Impairment, Dr. Brikam Khoisnam said, so far, the State Health Department has received cases of viral conjunctivitis among the school-going children in Four Valley District. The department has also sought report from other remaining districts. The cases are surging in the state and the exact number of cases will only be determined when reports from all districts are received. Viral conjunctivitis is a highly contagious acute conjunctival infection usually caused by a virus. Meanwhile, Manipur Student Federation MSF has drawn the attention of the government towards the spike in cases of viral conjunctivitis. There is a fear of rapid spread of a disease at relief camps where there are over 60,000 inmates, it said. In a press release, Publicity Secretary of the Federation, Avijit Kabrabam, mentioned that there are over 100 cases of conjunctivitis in AIIMS, New Delhi every day. The contagious disease is now spreading in Manipur in crowded places like schools, offices, which is dangerous. It is even more dangerous for children, added Abhijit. There are reports of students being infected with the disease, said Abhijit. He appealed to the public to report to doctors immediately if they have any symptoms like eye pain, itching of eye, etc. MSF also appealed to the government to control the disease before it gets serious. Wakhalon Manaba Apunba Wama Kangleipak observed the 32nd Manipur Language Day commemorating the inclusion of Meitei language in 8th schedule of the Indian Constitution yesterday. President of Wama Muirangthem Naukomba Meitei and President of Kangleipak Loina Silon Apunba Marup KLAM were the main dignitaries at the observance. Speaking on the occasion, Secretary of Wama Paunam Thakaba Meitei said, Wama has not only been taking active role for the state but also has been helping the needy. The organization has also been working to ensure the use of the language in every government department to promote Meitei language. Police Control Room Manipur Police has stated that during the last 24 hours, situation in the state was tense but under control. In a press release by the Police Control Room, it further said search operations were conducted in vulnerable areas of Imphal West and Bishnupur district. A total of 123 checkpoints were installed in various districts and police detained 1,118 persons for a violation of rules. It also said that movement of 163 vehicles on National Highway number 2 with essential items have been ensured. The Police Control Room also appealed to the public to not believe in the rumors and to return the looted arms and ammunition. At least 7 people were killed and 28 others were injured after a bus carrying pilgrims returning from Gangotri Dham fell into a deep gorge on Sunday evening, police said. The NDRF, SDRF and police teams were deployed in rescue work. A bus returning from Gangotri Dham near Gangnani on Gangotri National Highway under Patwari Tehills area of Uttarkhasi district fell into a deep gorge. All the injured are said to be from Bhavnagar city of Gujarat, said District Disaster Management Officer Devendra Singh Patwal. The injured have been admitted to a hospital for treatment. Bodies of the 7 deceased have been recovered. Superintendent of Police Arpan Yaduvanshi said all the injury had been evacuated from the spot and brought to the district hospital. Those whose condition is somewhat serious are being referred to the higher center. 2 more ambulances from the district hospital have been sent to the spot, he said. Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dami has expressed deep sorrow over the accident. Nagaland Institute of Medical Sciences and Research, NIMSR Kohima and State First Medical College will begin its first batch of MBBS classes in the first week of September. NIMSR Director cum Dean Professor Dr. Somya Chakrabarti said the date for the commencement of classes will be announced by National Medical Commission. Dr. Chakrabarti said the NIMSR was successful in getting 85 seats filled by candidates from the state of Nagaland and 15 seats from All India quota. The Dean also informed that the admission for the first batch of 100 MBBS seats started today at the academic block. NIMSR campus and will continue till 20th of this month. Chandrayaan 3's lander module established communication with the orbiter of the already present Chandrayaan 2 around the moon as it embarks on the historic soft landing on the lunar surface, the Indian Space Research Organization said. Chandrayaan 2 is the previous edition of India's lunar mission welcome body. Chandrayaan 2 orbiter formally welcomes Chandrayaan 3 LM. Two-way communication between the two is established. MOOCs has now more routes to reach the LM. After the live telecast of landing event begins at 7:20 hours IST ISRO wrote on X. The countdown for the highly anticipated landing on the moon's south pole has already started. Chandrayaan 3 has successfully completed all 5 orbit maneuver steps and 2 deboosting maneuvers, bringing it much closer to the lunar surface. The next task is the landing itself, scheduled for Wednesday. Now the headlines once again. Construction of prefabricated houses for internally displaced persons at Kwakta nearing completion. Remove barricades and bunkers from Fugaktao Ikai by August 30, demands Kokomi. An indigenous people's organization, Manipur, urges the government to hold political dialogue with Revolutionary Organization of Manipur. And that's all we have for today's English Bulletin. Stay tuned for more updates. Have a nice day.